Okay, I'm going to do a brief tutorial on the Joy Division song Ceremony that New Order continued to do once they formed, but it was definitely a Joy Division song. And I've always loved this song. And I've looked around online and I've seen some covers done, but I don't think anybody really gets the main chords the way they sound on the album and as they are played live. So I'm going to give you my best approximation of that on this 65 Fender Musicmaster 2, which got a really nice vintage Fender pickup here, of course, that I think has a great tone to it. So everything is really played here at the 8th and 10th fret. And if you notice, this is where Hookie's bass line is for the song. So he's right here, right? He's doing... right? So that gives you a clue where Bernard Sumner is playing these chords. So it's here at the 8th fret, A string, and then the 10th fret, D string and G string, right? Now a key feature of playing this correctly is this open B string, right? Sometimes you're going to want that to ring out, and other times you're going to want to mute it with your little finger, and all you have to do is just slightly angling your hand, right? It's not a different chord. You just angle your hand a little bit and you get, so you start out, and here's that first really cool Bernard Sumner chord that he plays right here. Right? And then he goes here. Now that's not a bar at the 8th in the E shape. That would be there. Now that's not terrible, and indeed, when I watched Bernard do some live versions of this back in the day, he does this kind of lift off the finger thing. So for that chord sequence, but let's go back to this first one here, and that's this note or this chord, right? So when he's going back and forth with those chords, I think he's doing something like this, and you just hold the same shape but angle your hand. So you get... right? So you're changing the main root note is this when you're not muting, and then when you are muting, the D string becomes your root note. So and then what I do is I jump straight down here, and instead of barring at the 8th, I just catch the low E string and keep the same shape but with your index finger up off the fretboard, and then you just move your hand back and forth to mute that B string again. Right? I think that sounds great, and I think that's pretty much what he's playing there. So once again, we go from now you could of course do this, but I think it sounds a little better to play all the strings open, meaning not barring with your index finger. Right? So those are the main chords in Ceremony as I hear them, and I think that sounds correct, and it plays easily. Sounds fabulous. So enjoy that. It's a great song.